Welcome back to Digital Shoptalk. I'm Josh Allen.
And Alex Porter.
The beard's gone. The long sleeves have been replaced by short sleeves. We're actually ready for summertime here in Denver, Colorado. And actually, one of the big things that kicks off summer in the tech world is the annual Google I/O event that just took place recently. A bunch of new things, as expected, came out of Google I/O. One big thing was obviously the Android M, essentially their new operating system that's going to really change the way applications link to and from each other. So, for example, versus where you used to maybe open up Facebook and then click a link within the Facebook platform, it might take you to a web page. Now, with this new Android M, they're testing out linking from Facebook directly to other apps based on the content you're checking out. So a lot of cool things. I know there were some other things that
always an exciting time to hear what the future holds for us, and a lot of things that we've been talking about as we talk about kind of the Internet of Things, the Internet being everywhere. One of the things I'm really excited about is Audi said that in 2016, pretty much all of their models will come fully equipped with Android in the car. So we're one step closer to kind of what we've been talking about, just Internet being everywhere you are, and with the cars right now being kind of the last holdout. And it's been one of the oddest things, like why aren't these things connected? I don't know if Apple has any. I know Apple's was this week as well. We'll have some information on that in a future blog. But what is this future of the car? It's going to be really exciting for us to see.
And just in line with that, Google Now, they keep making advancements to that. If you use Google Now, you see the answers get better. You ask a question about a restaurant, they might automatically tell you the hours, those sorts of things. So integrate it with your phone, with your car. I'm going to be definitely checking out an Audi in 2016, so we'll see what that's all about.
I was going to say, you're going to replace the Jeep with an Audi?
Nice. Plus the Jeep is...
And the other nice thing with Google Now, we kind of showed a bit of the Google Micro Moments video a couple episodes ago. So this is further integration with kind of how people are searching and what those experiences that are ultimately delivered by Google. So exciting stuff. We'll see what Apple comes up with next.
All right, the toolbox, my favorite part of every week.
Toolbox.
A great tool that has been out there for quite some time, but is getting more and more refined and more useful, is the Google Consumer Survey. If you are doing any kind of research into your target audience, what your target audience is looking for in your product, this is a tool that's not to be missed. There's really two options. One is kind of the limited customization. You're paying per response, and how it works is Google has partnered with a lot of newspapers primarily that have gated content that they want you to pay for. And if you've noticed this, you go and the first article has a little snippet and then it has a couple questions. It says to continue, answer a couple of these questions. So they get a lot of responses from that, and then they have a lot of responses from people that have actually downloaded the app, then take part. And now that's going to be a little bit more of a self-selected. Those folks are, hey, I'd like to take surveys. But between the two of them, there's a lot of volume you can get very, very quickly. There's also a customized offering, and that starts at $2,000 per survey, but you can really then narrow down your targeting. So 4 or 5 years ago, to get this type of data would have cost you $50,000 minimum, have an extensive research survey. But with this, you can literally set up your own and get some responses back within a couple days, and at least start guiding your opinions. So whether it's a new product launch, a new website design, a content plan, a social media plan, anything and everything, just literally go to Google Consumer Survey, and you can have that self-start option or a more managed approach. But excellent tool, should be part of anyone's discovery process right now.
Yeah. What would you say, for a practical application of this, if I'm a brand right now, how would what might an example of a survey
So
look
let's
like?
say you were a senior care facility.
Sure.
You might ask a question and you say hypothetically, it's the younger generation that's making the choice, or is it the older generation making the choice? So you could ask a very simple question of, are you more likely to ask for in-home care or out-of-home care for your aging parent?
Gotcha.
And just some leading questions along that line.
contextual
If you're sitting
feedback.
around saying, I wonder how people think about this, then that's a perfect opportunity to use this tool.
Nice. Check it out. Google Consumer Surveys.
Put it in your toolbox.
All right, in this week's Upvote, we talked a little bit earlier about some of the new developments coming out of Google I/O. One of the other cool things that we're giving the Upvote to this week is kind of the announcement of this Google Jump. So essentially, it's a program that connects, I think in its current format, a bunch of GoPro cameras, although it sounds like the technology is going to advance. But really what Google is doing is creating a 360 kind of immersive experience that can be leveraged by businesses or just individuals, which will be the most interesting to see from a creative standpoint. But we've actually tested out Google virtual tours, virtual business tours here with a lot of clients. It's a good user experience piece to allow folks to see inside your business. So this sounds like, a logical extension of that in terms of being kind of this holistic environment, whether it's going into a business, who knows, maybe we'll someday watch NFL games from the 50-yard line as part of the experience, but really, really cool technology that's being leveraged. So I'm giving that the upvote.
Yeah, and I'm actually giving the upvote to Google and Apple.
All right.
Because like we mentioned, the Google I/O just happened, Apple I/O is happening this week, so we don't have all the updates from that, but the winner here really is us, the consumer.
Yeah.
You're representing the Apple products, I'm representing the Android.
Yep.
These two guys are in, it's a marathon. I wouldn't say it's a sprint, but it's a race to see who can develop better things. I mean,
Yep.
This is about domination, global domination, and right now Android does have more because they're more in the underdeveloped countries, this, that, the other. But the winner in all of this is you and I, because we're getting a lot of amazing experiences with our phone. They get cheaper, they get faster, they get better.
Yep.
They're going to be everywhere. So I'm giving an upvote to the two most powerful companies in the world today.
Right? Well, that's it for this episode. It sounds like we've got an exciting summer ahead of us. There should be a lot of developments in our world. So stick with us. Follow us on Twitter. Catch us at Digital Shoptalk. The hashtag Porter32, the Squash 7 if you're so inclined. We'll see you next time.